Zach, welcome to Meadow Lane. First impressions?
It's not bad, is it? Yeah, nice stadium, good facilities, nice change room, better than the away one. So yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, you say better than the away one. You were here a few weeks ago with Southend, weren't you? What did you make of the game?
Yeah, well, when I was at Southend, we came here and we knew it was going to be tough. Obviously, we'd done our research and that. We knew the boys were good. And a footballing team, so we at Southend we did what we could, but we struggled. And like, I come away from it thinking like I'd like to be on the other side of that, like that kind of football, that nice kind of attacking play, just dictating the whole game, just like almost strangling the life out of the opposition. And like I thought it was a good game but tough.
How appreciative are you to Southend for the opportunity they've given you at the start of this season?
Yeah, so grateful. I love my time there. They gave me the chance to go and play and prove myself at a level. And I loved it there, yeah. So it's a good experience.
You mentioned that you obviously played here a few weeks ago. You were also at the game on Sunday, weren't you, taking another look at the team, the style of play, the facilities. It was a heck of a game to be watching from the stands, wasn't it?
Great game. Obviously top of the table clash. Before the game I couldn't pick which way to go, and then I think I said to my dad as soon as they went down to 10 and the pen went in, so that's the game done. I said when I played against Notts County, it was hard enough with 11 men. Like trying to play against 10 men with how these guys play, it's like almost impossible. So.
You mentioned the style of play. Presumably you've spoken quite a lot to head coach Ian Birchall in the build up to this move. He's been a long time admirer of yours, I believe. What's he said to you about your potential role within the team and how he thinks you're going to complement our style?
Yeah, so I spoke to the gaffer a little bit in pre-season about possibly coming here. That didn't happen. Then when I spoke to him about coming here now, I was straight onto it. I thought, yeah, I think that's brilliant. I obviously know his philosophy, his style of play, and I think that really suits me in terms of controlling the ball, like kind of getting on the ball in the pockets and really hurting teams, but also being patient and dominating the game until you get them chances. So for me, it was a really, really attractive move to come here and play in this style of football. I mean, you don't get many teams outside of the top leagues that play this kind of football. And I just thought it was a great opportunity for me to come in and hopefully add some goals and assists to my game and help the team get promoted, really.
Well, you mentioned it there, getting promoted. Obviously, it's nice enough to be part of a team who you feel like you suit in terms of style, but second half of this season is set to be a really exciting one. It's arguably one of the most competitive National League campaigns in history. And obviously the prize at the end of it for two clubs is promotion. How much would you like to rack one of those up in your CV?
I think that would be unbelievable at 20. To have that on your CV, that would be unreal. Obviously, there's a lot of hard work and a lot of games before then, and a lot of big games, and it's not going to be easy. But from what I've seen and what I've played against, they're definitely up there, and I want to be a part of that. I want to add my bit to it. I want to play a part in getting the club into League Two, and I think, like, why can't we? Do you know what I mean? I know we've got a game in hand or two on a few teams above, and then if we beat the teams around us, which as we seen the other day against Wrexham, we can do. I think it'd be unbelievable.
What would you say are your biggest strengths and skills?
I like
difficult talking about yourself sometimes,
yeah,
isn't it? But
I like to think just like getting on the ball, playing, linking up with teammates. Maybe getting past a man or two, just like creating chances. I think like getting on the half turn in pockets and stuff like that, sliding little balls. That's kind of where I think I'm best.
And obviously you saw at the weekend some of the runs that are being made from the wing backs. Obviously we've got a clinical, prolific centre forward in Kyle Wootton at the minute. We've got Frank Vincent running around making fantastic runs and stuff. There's space opening up all over the place for creative players to notch assists and hopefully chip in with some goals too.
Yeah, I seen that at the weekend and I just thought like, wow, it's some team to be going into. I know it's not going to be easy getting in the team, but when I get in I want to stay in, and I want to chip in with goals and assists. And I think with some of the players that you've got around you, I think like that's going to be easier when you've got players around you that make them runs and that. And then when I spoke to the gaffer for the first time, I said, like, there's nothing I'd love more than Carl Walton being in the box for one of my crosses. So yeah, and then obviously the likes of Ruben, like just linking up with them kind of players, Carl. So yeah, it'd be good to hopefully link up with them and with their forward thinking movements and stuff. I think we could link up well.
Speaking to the boss at training earlier, he says you could probably fill any of the midfield roles we've got. So obviously holding midfielder role, sort of a more stereotypical centre mid, and also somebody who plays off the front man. Do you agree with that? And if you could choose one of those, where would you feel the most natural and the most sort of comfortable, do you think?
Yeah, I think I could do a job in any of them. I've played 2 games in the cup for Sheffield this year, both as a sitter. So I've done that role. At Sheffield in the 23s, I did a lot of conventional box-to-box midfielding, and then at Southend I've done a lot of kind of number 10 role. So I think I can do anything the gaffer asks me in there. I know what's required. I'd say a 10, just because I like to get forward, like to turn and kind of make things happen. But with how the team plays, if I'm playing sitter and we're controlling the ball, it means I've got time on the ball, I've got chances to pick passes and get us into dangerous areas. If I'm an 8, then I'll get up and down and try and get on the end of things. And if I'm a 10, like I said, I can get on the half turn and slide balls through and stuff. So
first session today, good to be out on the grass with your new teammates?
Yeah, it was good. Straight away, seeing what the gaffer wants. The big passing drill, and you've seen the patterns coming out already, even though it's a warm-up. So getting used to that, and then a few tight areas, and just like getting in amongst the boys was really good, to be fair.
How good is it to have a full week in the build-up to the first game that you could potentially be involved with? Because I'd imagine it is a fairly complex environment to come into with the way we want to play, and as somebody who's going to be pivotal in that engine room, you're going to need to really understand every element of the play, aren't you?
Yeah, I think with it being a good week going into it, I think we've got a lot of time. I know the gaffer's going to go through some analysis with me, just so I can get to grips with it. Obviously I've seen the boys play, so I know. I was looking the other day thinking, like, what are the kind of things. I was looking at patterns of playing and looking at the dugout to see what the gaffer's reaction was like, trying to take it in, and then hopefully once we go through the analysis it'll click on. But then I've got my chance to play in the team and put my slant on things as well, so it'd be good.